Welcome back to this quick guide to AbsoluteHOTAS. This is a mod for Starfield that allows you to map your flight inputs directly to the game. This is the latest version 1.5b, and it requires joystick gremlin and it requires VJoy so we can get a clean signal on each of your inputs. And I don't have to support all kinds of crazy setups that you might have out there. So you start by setting up a device in VJoy configuration app. Just uh, add 128 buttons, uh, all the axes, etc. Whatever you want, enable it. You can close that after it stays live. Now you fire up your joystick gremlin. I'm not sure about this latest release. This app was quiet for a long time and they suddenly updated years later. And there's a little instability in the new interface. So in joystick gremlin, when you press an input on your device, they should all be automatically enumerated up top here. When you press an input, it highlights the thing and then you can add a new action. You want to add you want to map to VJoy in each one, and then you just add action, and then you can select all the way through all your devices. Once you're done, you save it. You can save multiple profiles for different games and whatnot. You can have custom curves and all that. It is possible to map keyboard inputs, map to keyboard, and then you click add and you just record a key press. However, that's inconsistent with Starfield. Starfield will start to ignore keyboard presses from joystick gremlin. It's inconsistent. There's some sketchy workarounds you can do, or you can just use my plugin. So after you've got that mapped, make sure to toggle on Gremlin, and then you can check in the monitor. Everything's working. All your buttons and everything should light up when you trigger them. And then you're ready to install the latest version of Absolute HOTAS. And you can download from my GitHub the, um, the configurator app. So once that's started, you need to hold on. I don't like this layout here. I'll just paste the path in. I'm going to remove the quotes because when you copy a path to something that adds quotes, and then you load, you can run through your bindings. You see you've got throttle here. When you click an axis to bind, there's a slight delay. You just wait and then throw the throttle, give it the input, and it should register. You can go through all your axes here. If you don't have enough axes to bind everything, you have the option for the digital substitutes here. So I've got my reverse as a digital switch. It's just easier for my setup. But you can do your rolls, your strafes, your vertical strafes. And then you've got the, oh yeah, don't forget to bind your activate. I've got this bound on 69 and 70. That's this toggle switch here. And once you got, it's activate is F8 by default, and I don't believe there's any harm in just leaving it running. So if you don't have an extra button, you can just use F8 for that. Just remember to use it when you want to start up in game. All right. And then you can go through all your bindings here for all the ship functions. And this just tells the plugin which input to emit a keyboard or mouse press on. And that all binds as normal. Or you can manually select if you know the button. Now, or there's unbind in here as well. Once that's all done, you have to save it. I've got a working profile already, so I'm not going to do that. And then you can run the game. I'm doing this all in one cut, boys. I've been through this a few times lately. All right. All right. Once you're in. Oh, that's just my mouse wobbling. I gotta figure out some mouse centering trick. If that bothers you. All right. Once you're in, you have no control. You hit your activate switch, and you have control. If you bound everything correctly, you should have full control. All your power control on a hat switch. Targeting. I'm not really too clear on how the targeting in this game is supposed to work. It's pretty shitty. I mean, that's the limitations of the game. Maybe somebody comes along and fixes that all up. You should find you can and he jumped out. You should find you have pretty decent control versus almost any other input scheme. Not sure how big this ship is, so I just be a little careful going past him. Anyway, I find it works pretty well. I'm pretty happy with this now. I think I'll slow down on the development and just play for a bit. Anyway, enjoy it, guys. Take care and have fun.